All right, hello folks. Welcome back for episode 5, all about steel. Learning steel tools, trying to get to steel weapons, things like that. Since the last episode where we went through Sephiroth and went through all the chests, I have, because I was working on trying to get to level 30. I'm almost 31, so I should be able to build steel weapons here in a few. But I did take the crafting area. I did extend it by one tile all the way around. And while I was leveling, I did end up getting a few thralls, as you can see. A couple actually named ones. I got a named armorer here. And I also, named blacksmith. And I also got a named armorer. I had to get the tanner, but I ended up actually getting this is another armor, but we did have to get a tanner. I wanted to try to get a better tanner, but this was going so slow, even with the enhanced crafting. I did end up making my thralls here the strength armor, the Hyborian slaver set. If you may have noticed from last episode, the thrall is a little bit different. I had a few mishaps. Thrall died. I died several times. I got a little too overwhelmed with things. But I did end up getting also another one while I was going through the Sinner's Refuge. I also got a named Taskmaster. So that goes a little bit quicker, but Deirdre, right there. So she is the same as the new River P4s, so she has the same stats. So nothing big. But I did get this named Taskmaster, so things go a little bit quicker here. Yeah, so that's that. Now, Steelsmith is actually updated. Steelsmith is being able to craft steel bars and make steel tools and steel weapons is actually a pretty important milestone. You'd be amazed how much more powerful you seem when you actually can get to getting the steel. So I did end up making some of the steel bars. So we were able to make steel tools. I don't know if I need to make any different tools here. I also got the perfected steel from the journey step, which they are actually a little bit better. I did want to try. I don't know if I wanted to try going with the axe or a two-handed weapon. I'm not too sure. But I do have the perfected steel axe on her. I don't know why it's not selecting. That was weird. But the perfected steel battle axe is on her, so it's it's a decent weapon right now. But yeah, so the steel is an important milestone, and I wanted to make this entire episode all about getting the steel, but it seems I did a little too much off camera. So I guess this episode will be the next step that I wanted to do, kind of the start of the dungeon prep, and I also wanted to go through the whole journey step of sorcery. That was planned for the next episode, but apparently I got too overzealous with steel. I was thinking about, trying to get to 31 so I can actually learn the steel weapon, things like that, but apparently it just updated on its own with whatever I have already. So from that, then I guess I just wanted to go through. Now we did already, one of the last episodes, get a sorcerer, and we got that. But what I want to do is I actually want to go and just go through the whole process to get a sorcerer here. So I'm trying to remember which camps actually had sorcerers. So we'll just go through a couple of camps here and take things out, get some levels for our friend here. So we'll check this one out. look like there's any sorcerers here, but darker. I don't need them right now. I know people are crying. It's a named. There's 2 named. No, that's a pretty good camp. They're all dead Wow, that was close. Whew. I don't know why it seems tougher right now. Huh. Learned a couple emotes from that one. Might as well get some hide. Butcher.
Your heart will be eaten.
Don't mind if I do. Don't mind if taking out getting a named carpenter. Just run back to base really quickly here. All right. All right, I'm gonna make my way to the next camp. All right, we're back at the camp that's right here, north of the summoning place. There is at least 1 or 2 sorcerers in this camp. So we'll take these out. Not that having a named sorcerer matters, but eh. Alright, so we do get some nice things here. It's a good armor for level 60 for follower damage and ability damage. Now, this is really what we're looking for, is the satchels. But we'll just take everything off here. The satchels themselves, since we have 2, we can go through these. So this satchel will give you certain things like the map, notes. It can also give you this one didn't, but it can give the actual like satchels and cloth pouches you need actual for sorcery. But it may not do it since we actually haven't found sorcery. But this is really what we're looking for. If you don't already know, a lot of times you already do, but this map itself lets you know where the cave is to find the Book of Kurak, the Tome of Kurak. So it's right here, and if you look at the map, they're in this bin right over here. So from here, I'm going to make my way right over in this area, and we'll go into that cave and get the Tome of Kurak to start sorcery. But let me go ahead and harvest these guys. Might as well finish out the camp here. Use these. Nothing special. Nothing special. Oh, that's a treasure. All right. With that, like I said, I'm gonna make my way over here. So, see you in a moment. All right. I was running by here. I just want to point out that you may find this cave right here. Forgot the name of it. It's a cave of M's, which is a good place for crystal, by the way, in case you were looking. For some reason, it's not discovering it. There it is. Warren of Degenerates. This is not the Sorcery Cave. I just want to point that out because a lot of times I may come through here when I'm doing it, I still get confused sometimes whether that's the cave I need. But that is a good place for crystals, as you can see in there. If you ever need to harvest a bunch of them. Alright, but the cave we're looking for is right over there. Right over there. So we'll run over here. You know, sometimes looking at these walls, it's like it's hard to tell if there's a cave there or not. But as you can see, there is a cave. Now, there are undead shellbacks in here that you can hit if you want to, but you can just run on through. Not even worry about them. And as you're in here, you will gain corruption, so keep that in mind. Alright. Back on track here. And it's just simply clicking on the thing and it updates it. Now, I don't know if anyone knows this or not, but over here, you actually get an early spell of Ice Bridge. And you can use Ice Bridge right here. You'll go across this gap. And this is on the Isles of the 2. But there are chests over here. Filled with some decent stuff. I may get heavy here. Yep. And my thrall's right there. I don't know what I can give her. Rid of the other armor here. And you can see there is a decent amount of stuff. You may find different useful things in here. Again, nothing to call home about, but it's still stuff. Yeah, we don't need stone leggings. And that's it. Just all around here. And it's just simply casting it back. I guess you could just jump down and climb over, but that takes longer. Oops. I don't know if I have any more pouches. Make sure we're aiming higher this time. Alright. And that is getting the tome. So we will make our way back home. At least get out of this cave, and then I will shoot back at the base. That's not what I want. Leave me alone. It's like, whew. All right, so we're over here at the cave, and I'll make my way back over there, so be right back. All right, I am back. I did take a short detour, a couple mishaps, but I did take a short detour and picked up a sorcerer, and you'll see why in a moment. So the next step is to place a thaumaturgy bench. Now let's see if we have the materials here. Should have picked up some crystal while we're over there, I guess. Oh, no, I have enough. Entered stone. Used all my stone for the brick. Need to grab a little bit of stone. There we go. Glad we picked up the dancer here. One thing nice about just having a dancer around is they do clear corruption. Alright, so where should we put the thaumaturgy bench? You know, I think I'll just put it right here. Alright, so you can see the thaumaturgy bench. Obviously, we can upgrade this. I don't think we have any. Oh, we actually have one. So this is where you can just leave this here, and you don't need to worry about it again. Looks like we need some of that. We can put the stone here. There's one. Need some. I knew I had some around here. Alright, so the next step is to obviously upgrade. So we have all the materials in here. And you can go through a little animation here. And we've upgraded it. a little bit of corruption with that. But as you can see, when we're upgrading the next level, we don't have another sorcerer's page. Now, obviously, we can go and farm a bunch of sorcerers to get all the sorcerer's page we need. I think we need a total of, like, I don't know. I'm not even going to guess. But when you take a sorcerer and you put a sorcerer on the bench, and it really doesn't matter which sorcerer you have. Obviously, we want name, so the best to have name. But I couldn't get that one because the one kit got was deaded. So with a sorcerer on here, you can either research by plant fiber, sacrificial blood in a flask, and inking brush to get sorcerer's page. It can make a failed page, but most likely, most often from all my times, it's been a sorcerer's page. But you can also use 10 of those failed sorcerer's page that you get more often to get one sorcerer's page. So obviously right now we don't have blood in a flask. So we can't really upgrade anymore. But I use this a lot. It's a lot easier to farm up sacrificial blood. Like I can put a couple sacrificial stones over by Sinner's Refuge and just grab those 3 by the front door. But that's sorcery. Now, the biggest thing even if you don't upgrade it, even if you don't use it, the biggest thing I like about the sorcerer's table, and obviously if you don't have fashionist, is if you have, don't know if I have any of the head pieces here. No, I don't. Now, I don't have a casting table up just yet, so I'm not going to worry about doing that right now. The other thing is with the Imperial East, you do have this. Let me take out 15 here. I think we're going to need light padding, so we're going to need more. How much for light padding? This is the in the Imperial East, the Catan DLC. A little bit more. Alright, so let's go back to the Imperial East and let's just craft this headband here. If you have the casting table, you can make earrings obviously with the longer hair you would be able to see them. But with this, the headband is just as fine. Just for demonstration purposes. This is what I use a lot. I have recently been using earring. That was in a different playthrough. So I can take my headpiece, put it into this slot. Now, since this is damaged, you can put here. And if I try to put where'd it go? Blind? Did I not grab it? Huh. That's weird. Did I not take it out? No, I did not. Huh. I could have swore I grabbed it. Now, if I put this here and tried to do this, I can't because the source is damaged. So we do need leather to repair this headpiece. So let me go and grab some leather here. All right. And we can make the illusion of my headpiece with all its stats to look like I'm wearing the headband. It's a good way to hide your helmet. Obviously, if you don't have the mod for the fashionist, where you can just literally just hide your helmet that way. I can still just hide it completely if I wanted to, but this is just hiding the actual. This is allowing the illusion to go through. But yeah, that's that. So that's how to get sorcery and how to upgrade it. Now, obviously, we can go through another time where we're actually upgrading it. But for our last little bit, I have been working on getting all of this so I can have upgrades and all that, and get rid of some weight here. Hardened steel sword. Huh. I want to switch to that. I can't make it yet, but might be good. Do have some inking brushes here. Now, the other thing that is also good if you have the table. Oh, I actually have 2 sorcerer's pages on. Now, it doesn't look like I actually have any of the war paints, but you can actually put war paints in here, and you get inking brushes, so you don't have to worry about making them. Just a little thing. Rid of a lot of the weight here. Might as well just cast a spell. I don't actually have to cast a spell. Claim it. Alright. When I came over here was to actually sitting here looking for it. It's right here. All right. Take out some of these, some of those. Well, let's start on the outer wall and just we'll worry about Mason here. Now, I do believe I crafted. Oh, I guess I didn't. I had stone consolidant. It's not. I have any resin. Hit a tree. Really should put a stairway up that way. Alright, stone consolidant takes plant fiber in that, so we can just make one of these here. And that's crafting that. I don't know why this step have you just immediately goes to hardened brick, but it does. Have a dryer? Yeah, I do. I thought I had dryer. An upgraded building piece. So I go ahead and start on the outside. Now this is tier 2 building material. It does make it look a little bit nicer, obviously. Should have. Is it blind? There it is. Okay. There's something in the way. Things can be a little bit finicky. I know, so boring. Just building. Yeah, we'll worry about building everything else later. All right. Well, maybe a shorter episode on that end, but yeah, that's sorcery. With well, I want to do an episode on steel, but apparently I just got overzealous and did it off camera. But that's okay. Learned lesson for next time. But yeah, we ran and got sorcery. And look for a sorcerer, things like that. But that's that episode. Like I said, it may be a little bit shorter this time. As always, you guys all have a good day, and see you next time.